What's up, grown folks? How y'all doing? This is Donna Smith, aka Lady D, in the house. So we get ready to go there with some grown folk talk and discussion like we do. You know, a girl try to bring it to you, try to bounce it off the walls a little bit, try to talk about some things that are just coming to mind, that are just real life. Real life shit, you know. I mean, that's just a simple way to put it. Sorry if I stepped outside of my etiquetteness, but real life shit. Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna first start about talking about that fetish. You know, those fetishes. Because I ain't gonna say that fetish, I'm gonna say those fetishes because some have more than one. You know, um, I don't know, fetish is not a bad thing. It's not a good thing. But it could be a good thing. It depends on what is your fetish. You know, some people are into the toes. They have got to suck and kiss and embrace and stroke a person's feet and toes. It's something about the toes that turns them on. And especially if there's pretty sparkly toe polish, you know, bright colors or sparkles. Oh, they are just, man, turned on, you know. And then you have those who have the fetish of wanting to partake in the sexual activity in strange ways, you know. They may like to be tied up and bounded, you know, handcuffed, gagged, um, their hair yanked or whatever it is. They just have a straight up fetish for it, you know. Or you have those who go on the wild side and like to do things on the adventurous, you know, tip, you know, maybe perhaps, you know, oh, I don't know, just, man, put all this, what do you call it? What do you call that gooey, ooky stuff? Well, not ooky, but, you know, like that sweet caramel, sweet stuff all over the body. Some like to do that. They like to have that all over the body of someone, and then they like to kind of lick and suck it off. I mean, but everyone has different fetishes. And I mean, do you think it's appropriate to let a person know that you first start sleeping with and saying that my fetish is, you know, I like you to tickle my back door. I mean, you know, I mean, I mean, really, I mean, should they come out in the beginning and just disclose what their fetish is? Or should they just maybe put it out there? Just kind of put it out there with the person and see how they act or react, you know. It is a very, very thin line in how one would address, you know, a fetish situation. One would come towards a fetish situation. It's just a personal I would say it's a personal preference of how you want to really put that out there. And some fetishes are really just way out there. I've named a few that's just really not that wild, but there is some really, really wild, wild fetishes, and people are totally turned on to them, and they want a mate or a sexual partner that's into being able to mix and understand that particular fetish. Some people like to be watched, you know, or they like people to watch them. And it can just, you know, certain things they like done to their bodies in a certain way that turns them on. And it's all about being grown, and it's all about a preference. But if you had someone come to you, perhaps, and they had this fetish of, let's say, loving to bite you, they had a fetish of the bite on the human skin, the pretty smoothness of the skin. They like to bite and mark you up. That was their fetish. And the more involved and the more intense and hot and steamy that interaction became between the two. They wanted to bite you more and more and more and more. I mean, some would say that could be kind of abusive. I mean, because nowadays it's really scary to be bitten by someone. It really is. But what if they had a biting fetish and everything about them you loved? Tremendously so, but they love to bite you. And not just gentle love bites and love passion bites and, hickeys and things of that nature. Not that kind of stuff, but really bite you. I mean, to the point where your skin is sometimes broken, kind of vampirish per se. Uh-oh. How do you deal with that? And this person didn't tell you, didn't warn you. It's just in the heat of the moment, they started biting you. So, grown folks, I need to know. I need to know how you feel about that. What is your fetish? What do you think about fetishes? And when should they be disclosed? Like now or later? I want to hit it. Hit me up. Donna Smith on Facebook or DGRIER12000 at yahoo.com. You can also visit my website and leave me a message there, www.grownfolktalkwithdonnasmith.com. I want to hear